fans. Man, I just say that for the first time. Good Vibe Show fans. Huh, interesting. By the way, Good Vibe Show fans, Good Vibe fans, whatever you want to call yourselves. Yeah. Okay, now we're doing a fun conversation there. But anyway, welcome to episode 11 of season 8 of the Good Vibe Show by me, Jerry Haley, part of the Special Chronicles Network. Hope you actually caught up on episodes 1 through 10 of this season, as well as episodes 1 through 7 in my special series. They wrote the 2020 Special Olympics USA Games, which is my lead up to USA Games, and actually almost a 30-minute recap ending, which was kind of the longest I've ever done one of an episode, but pretty much I think a lot of people enjoyed listening to that one. I know most of my episodes are relatively short, but there's a reason why, and you're probably wondering why I'm dressed the same in episodes 9 and 10. Well, episodes 9, 10, and 11 sequentially happen because they're all dealing with the Special Olympics Northern Virginia Young Professional Board Executive Committee members. So, anyway, let's kick this off, right, folks? So, anyway, today's episode's appreciation support vibes goes to my good friend and the secretary for the Silva Nova YPP, Billy Duquette. So, obviously, Billy has been on the show back in season 3. We came on the show for a Thanksgiving special we did. So, I just had to remember that. So, thank you for that, obviously, Billy. But Billy and I have been very good friends since 2013, actually. We've been very good friends since that long. Wow, it's almost been a decade we've been good friends. And our interactions with each other are very good. We do floor hockey together. We obviously tease each other when we're playing against each other in our sports, but in floor hockey, he's a good defenseman. I'm the goalkeeper. Me and him get along perfectly fine. We just enjoyed those interactions. He's also technically my ride to YPP quarterly board meetings. I know that's kind of awkward to say that right now on this thing, but it's because one of the reasons why he is, but I'm not going to explain details. But I do appreciate being your friend, Billy. But also, I'm supportive of you because you're taking on the role of secretary this year in the for YPP for the 2022-2023 term year. And I know you're going to do great at it, my friend. And you're just going to be an amazing individual with it. And you're a one-of-a-kind person who handles. And I just thank you so much for handling all that responsibilities. And you're so great. So, just want to remind you folks that, hey, always appreciate those friends out there you have and such. So, anyway, let's go on to our sponsor and from our great sponsors, the Special Chronicles Network. The Good Vibe Show is proud to be featured on the Special Chronicles Network. Visit specialchronicles.com for links to follow on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Be sure to also subscribe to the newsletter and find the podcast page for this podcast. The Good Vibe Show by me, Jerry Hill. Yeah, I'm a little tired here for a second, folks, on this, but if you love the Good Vibe Show, then you love the Art Podcast on the Special Chronicles Network. Visit specialchronicles.com for links to subscribe to our podcast, newsletter, and to follow us on social media. And to support the podcast on Special Chronicles so we continue our mission of gaining respect and voice to people with special needs and talents. Visit specialchronicles.com/give to make it good today. Man, I had a hard time getting for that sponsor, folks, maybe because I'm a little exhausted because I've just recorded 2-hour episodes before this. Well, jeez, yeah, it's a marathon, guys, when you're trying to do this and everything. So, anyway, for today's positive uplifting vibes, because actually the positive element of an uplifting part of this came from Billy also, ironically, in season 3. So, kudos to you again, Billy. Is embrace new friends. I know that sounds very interesting for me to say in the show because I talked about embracing new teammates last episode. But new friends is actually embracing those people who you become friends with and enjoy their company and take the time to learn about them and such. I know sometimes those friendships may not last and everything, but you learn how to grow with people and such. And I think just embracing new friends is something we all should do. Even if they're work friends, they're sport teammate friends, or just even classmates, or so forth and so on. Like the whole bandit of what defines friends. And it's just knowing that we had to embrace those new friendships, because they're worth embracing. Because one, who knows, that new friend may be able to do, might be someone fun to you. Maybe they can also, depending on where they are gender-wise, they may end up being that soulmate of yours, obviously. I know that's something I did not want to talk about much in the show, but obviously going back to it is when these friends can easily become lifetime friendships, and these can be best friends, and these are people who will interact and actually totally lean upon when you need to conversate with somebody. And yes, conversate is a word, folks. It's actually a word. Look it up in the dictionary. And it's just those are the people you lean on to actually sort of relieve yourself of so much stress. I just appreciate the friendships I've made, but I'm also appreciating all the new friendships I've made as well. So I'm embracing them as well. So just embracing new friends, everyone. And you may never know, they could go a long way, folks. So once again, here's our sponsors ad from our great sponsor, the Special Chronicles Network. The Good Vibes Show is proud to be featured on the Special Chronicles Network. Visit specialchronicles.com for links to follow on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Be sure to also subscribe to the newsletter and find the podcast page for this podcast, The Good Vibes Show by me, Jerry Hulley. If you love The Good Vibes Show, then you love the other podcast on the Special Chronicles Network. Visit specialchronicles.com for links to subscribe to our podcast, newsletter, and to follow us on social media. And to support the podcast on Special Chronicles so we continue our mission of giving respect and voice to people with special talents and abilities, visit specialchronicles.com/give to make a gift today. So obviously, it's been a marathon trying to actually just get 3 episodes done. Obviously, like I've said earlier, I have Special Links Fall Championships literally coming up. Actually, rephrase, Special Links Fall Championships just passed, obviously, when this episode finally airs. I may not talk about the results until maybe episode 12, which is okay because, one, it is. I just read Special Links Virginia Fall Championships happens prior to episode 11, but I have a staff meeting this week, so this is basically why episodes 9, 10, 11 also were recorded sequentially. Mostly 9 and 10 were because of Special Links Virginia's Fall Championships was the main focus for me. This one, because I have a staff meeting, so funny conversation for you folks that want to talk about that. Why I'm running the same entire, obviously, just disclosure. It's just because I wanted to record these 3 episodes all together because I have some important functions going on in my life that require more focus and trying to get this done is not easy during that time. So I remember to follow the Good Vibes Show on Instagram at Good Vibes by JH and Facebook, facebook.com/Good Vibes by JH. Also subscribe to the Good Vibes Show by Jerry Hulley on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, where you get your podcast from. So obviously, I've said we're over 400 listens back in episode 9 and 10 by this time because the rate's 2 per episode. And who knows, I maybe have 410 by that time, who knows. But by the time this episode airs or after this episode airs. But yeah, anyway, I just remind you folks to have a good weekend, everyone. It's Veterans Day weekend for us here in the States. For all my U.S. fans, for those who are not familiar with what we do in the United States, to some degree, if you're listening into this. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend with that. And until next time, everyone, peace out. And have a great time, everyone. And enjoy your weekend. Bye, everyone.